And we are live. What's the crack, everybody? You're all very welcome to Ramble Pod, the shorter version of Buckshot. Just calling in to see how you're keeping. It's number 65. Yeah, for the 4th of September 2019. What's going on? Huh? What the fuck is going on with everybody? How are you? We're a day late as per the proper schedule, but regular listeners to the old podcast will understand why. You'll understand why. Just to keep you up to date. Yeah, we had a fucking baby. Baby bye. Well, before I get into that, just to let you know, it is live over on the Patreon page as a little kind of kiss in the cheek for the Patreon people. Thank you very much for contributing every fucking week. Or every month, I should say. You're not paying every week. So it is a couple of dollars just to keep the old fucking thing afloat. There's a couple of lads now have messaged me since who've jumped on board. So shout out to those lads to buy some extra nappies and whatnot. Thank you very much. It's not really. I just leave it in the PayPal account. And when shit needs to be paid for, we pay for it with the whatchamacallit. It doesn't cover the full costs of it. But you know what? The appreciation of it coming towards. It's just nice. It's just a nice thing for people to do. And like that, you get early releases. You get the live recordings, and of course, if you're first time listener to the Patreon, when you sign up, you get the back catalogue of the Tom and Jerry Show. 18 episodes, all for your ear holes. Myself and Jerry McBride of Water for Whispers having the fucking crack. Shout out to Shane, regular podcast listener, regular Instagrammer and chatty snapper of some funny shit, always drinking his creamy pints. He sent me on a screen grab of his tickets that he's after getting to the Iomtus Theatre in Castleblaney in County Monaghan to Defending the Caveman. So like that, tickets are on sale now. It'll be in the show notes, defendingthecaveman.ie. If you want to fucking, the Patreon thing I meant to say, like if you just look in the show notes, it'll be right there. If you type in Tom O'Mahony Patreon, it'll take you right there too. But yeah, there'll be no real stand up until October. Mid-October, until I do the Comedy Carnival, Vodafone Comedy Carnival in Galway. But really, it's just going to be this play, and it's shaping up nicely. It's starting to stick in my head some bit. Granted, the last few days, my brain has been kind of fucking melted. Yeah, I mean, I've a lot of listeners who are parents, so they were kind of giving me just kind of heads up advice, and not advice, but just fucking well done. You know what I mean? Fair play. You've got a fucking lot of work on your hands, but fair fucking play. I mean, work. As a lot of regular listeners to this fucking thing know that I don't really fucking stop anyway. So it's all about getting, from what I can tell. Now, I know it's a human being you're talking about who has no concept of the world whatsoever, has no concept of behaving themselves, has no concept of any fucks given, which I kind of love. I love the fact that there's no fucks to give. There's none there. They never had a fuck to even conceive of fucking giving one. So it's just kind of trying to work a schedule together, because I'm about to go back into full-on rehearsals come Monday, where I'll be gone for 10 hours a day for 6 days a week for 3 weeks, and then we run straight into the first show, Tech on the 26th, and first show in the Memory Theatre in Bray. So if you haven't heard me talking about this, which I have, I've talked about it. Look, there's no much more I can say other than that it's funny as fuck, and you should buy a ticket. I've got a couple of TV and shit appearances and radio appearances and stuff like that. A lot of work outside of this shit, but that's the fucking crack. I think I'm going to be on a couple of the Ireland AMs things, and there's a couple of TV or a couple of radio and whatchamacallit, newspaper yokies too. But it's like, fuck me, they want you to work outside of the work, but it's got to be done. It's part of the fucking gig. You can't turn around and go, no, you should know me, and you know that I'm going to be brilliant. You gotta do this shit. So, getting on into it. How was your week since I talked to you last? Was it alright? Got a lot of people. The fucking internet there's a fucking storm. There's a bit of a storm outside, and the internet is being a complete fucking ball bag. It's still going live anyway, so that's fair enough. It's just kind of slow. A lot of people in contact. It was great. A lot of people fucking knew the baby was coming and listened to last week's podcast, and they were like, fucking get on you. And by the time the podcast actually came out, the baby himself, the cub, he's probably about 4 hours old at that stage, because I'd scheduled it. I said, yeah. And when I was recording, it was quite literally Thursday night. I was like, yeah, no sign of babies yet, but sure, look, baby could run 2 weeks over. Who knows? They're recording that about 9 o'clock, and quite literally we're sitting down watching a movie which I didn't want to watch, but as it turned out, I fucking ended up loving it. So we've only actually got to see half, which is Peter Rabbit, of all things. Because it was like, James Corden is playing the rabbit. He gives me a dose of my stones. But the Gleason lad was playing. He's fucking unbelievable how good he is, that guy. He's so believable as a fucking English toff. But we were watching it, herself stands up and she comes back from the bathroom. She's like, you know those cramps I was talking about throughout the day? Well, they're timing. They're on a kind of a regularity at the minute. Since fucking 3:30 that morning. I was like, okay, do you think they're contractions? She's like, yeah, I think they are. And I think there's a couple of signs here that I should probably go to the hospital. So we'll ring him on the way in. So we cruise on in. No need in hammering the fucking thing. 10 o'clock at night. Bang on 10 o'clock at night. We get in there about 25 past, half past. And yeah, it's definitely happening. Herself is cool. Like I was telling you, we went to this hypnobirthing class. And herself has really fucking taken it on board. Man, she was all over it. She was like, no, breathing like a fucking champ. Like she was going into the fucking cage. It was savage. It was just watching and she was just going into this zone, cool, calm and collective. It was unbelievable. It's Hollis Street, busiest fucking hospital in the country nearly. Like 9,000 fucking kids a year born there, literally. And we walk in, it's as quiet as a fucking ghost town. It's amazing. It's like, what? How was there just a switch off at that period? We walk in and the woman that's on admissions, she's cool as a cucumber. She's filling us with chat. I'm like, what's this bitch doing? What's this bitch doing? We need to be upstairs. I'm not saying anything. I'm going along and I'm being polite and all the rest of it. But I knew what she was doing. She was stalling. Because she was obviously after sending a bell upstairs some which way. Going, hey, we got a girl here. And by the looks of it, she'd been there like 40 years, this woman. She knew what she was looking at. She was probably going, yeah, she's on the way. So yeah, by the time we got to the hospital, contractions were like 3.5 minutes. They say when they get to 5 minutes, get the fuck in. So... Peter Rabbit probably fucking ran over a bit. But we had a nice cup of tea to drink too. So it all went very smoothly. We got in there, stroke of luck. It was the quietest point of the whole week by pure fluke. We walked in. A lot of the girls, the midwives, were having their lunch, do you know? And we, it was grand. Got a fucking classroom. And they told us, I was telling you about the antenatal class. They were saying, like, they could be ending up to 8 people in the fucking room. Which we were like, 8 people? Where the fuck are you going to put them? No needing 8 people. One absolute motherfucking 10th degree black belt ninja of a midwife. And I talk about this all the time. I don't give a fuck what you do for a living. If you pick up fucking stones or you fucking bust teeth out of people's heads, if you're you know what I mean? No matter what you're doing, try to do it as best you can for a week. See how it goes and see how you feel after that. Bust your fucking nut. What does the Yanks say? What's fucking Joe Rogan fucking, put it in, you man, Dan Goggins. Alright, it doesn't have to get all fucking wanky and inspirational like that, but watching this lady in action from top to tail, like from the second we came in, Sarah was her name. Shout out to that midwife. Holy fuck. It was just... Now, I've dealt with public situations and how you keep things calm and you know where it's going and what the end product needs to be and how you're going to talk people through situations in hosting and things. You know what I mean? And like public relation style shit. Yeah, I've done fucking all that, trying to put a lid on situations. But there was a zero fucking danger outcome. It was either... I don't get paid. That was about how fucking dangerous it was. Or somebody fucking whatever has a stroke on a total freak of course. But this was like, I've never witnessed up close somebody in a 3-hour period. So the child was born at cool, calm and collected. So by the time really we got in and she was lying down, she was fucking talking through it and we were having the crack and putting on the little nice smelly yolk and fucking, didn't set up too much shit in the room or anything like that. Just in and out, just chatting away, and we were doing a bit of walking up and down, just to see could she get herself in the official zone. But it was the way that Sarah went about it. You could tell she knew the final outcome. We had we knew there'd be a baby on the fucking scene, but we had no idea the process, where it would fucking land. You know what I mean? Talk about just guiding a fucking absolute monstrous jumbo jet in like it was nothing, absolutely nothing. was one of the most impressive professional performances I've ever in all my fucking life seen. That, because I was just picking up on all the little tweaks she was doing verbally, fucking mannerisms, everything was all about keeping it down. But the zone is right here. To see this little fucking square around my fucking face, the zone is right fucking here. And she's just, even her footsteps, the way, like everything was just down to keeping shit calm and running smoothly. There was no fucking verb. And like, you can meet anybody. Like, anybody could have the job. But they seem, whatever it is about these couple of midwives that we met. Now, one or two of them were a bit on the spiky side. But maybe they weren't on the job. They were just midwives you meet afterwards. But fucking hell. I said that she was going to say that she was listening to the podcast afterwards. So shout out to you, Sarah. What a fucking performance. So yeah, beginning to end went very fucking smooth. Herself like some sort of fucking Trojan. I would have fucking had it injected in my eyeballs. Nothing. She took nothing. Not even a fucking paracetamol. Not a fucking thing. Just fucking World Cup final. Last 5 minutes. Dig deep. Go to the well. And fucking grit it out. Just with the fucking cold sniper like fucking vision that she had. Impressive shit. I don't think we have that as men in our genetics, unless you train like a motherfucker for whatever sport, and that's a very rare few. Genetically, I think, I know the woke, you're supposed to talk about that there is no gender. Fuck that. I witnessed the other gender the other night, and I can tell you one thing, I sure as shit, now I can take a slap, but I sure as shit, when the option is put in front of me, I sure as shit would have taken fucking a lot more than a fucking puff of the old fucking gas and air that was being on offer. She took a drag off and was like, yeah, nah, get the fucking thing away from me. I'm in the fucking zone. There was some demonic level. It was cool to see. It was like, some people talk about being scary and that, but it was like, nah, I was highly impressed. If anything, I was maybe further... Not God. No, it'd be irreverent right now. My child is being fed in the room next door, so I'm trying to keep my fucking voice. Not that, do you know what? It must have been the whole thing. He's a very calm young fella. Very relaxed. The only time he shouts is when, quite literally, it's grub, shit, or gas. That's it. No other shouting. You can have the fucking telly on full throttle. There's a fucking building site going on next door. I was hoovering. You know what I mean? The dog fucking let a couple of roars out of her. We're taking him out for a proper spin around in the forest tomorrow. He seems to be fucking thriving. Unbelievable service. Because we're close to the county, the city bounds or whatever. I didn't know they did this, but 5 days in a row, different midwives come out and check you up, make sure you're cool. Other than that, quite literally, we were home. Like, that was Friday morning, 3:30. We were home in time for the fucking Wales match on Saturday. Good young fella. Good woman. I didn't miss any rugby. It was fucking savage. So there you go. It's very, yeah. I'm still kind of in mission mode. People go, oh my God, you must be going out your mind with excitement. I am, and I'm not, but I know it'll hit me. I'll probably bawl like a schoolgirl or whatever. Just pulled up at a fucking lay-by on the motorway driving to a gig in 2 weeks' time with excitement or fucking happiness. But right now I'm still in mission mode, you know what I mean? Because we have a rough strategy that we're going to try and get some sort of schedule together. What, more than learning what the fuck you're supposed to do with a child, because the amount of things I was looking at in the first couple of nights, I didn't sleep hardly a fucking wink, because every peep you're like, is he exploding? No, he's but you just don't know. This is the fucking thing. I had no idea, completely out of my depth, like, you know what I mean? And you have to learn on the fucking fly with this thing. You can do all the fucking classes you want in the world, but you got to learn to fly. And there's moments where you're kind of going, who the fuck is waking me up? I've never had to put up with this where I can't have an argument with whoever's trying to do this to me right now. But I can't argue with this person. Even if there was an argument to be had, there isn't one, because he's not acting the bollocks. He's just going on animal instinct. Do you know what I mean? He's just going, I'm hungry as fuck, or I got a dump, or I'm gassy. And one normally precedes or fucking follows the other. So it's kind of just, learning the fucking language, really, and learning the fucking steps. So you're not freaking out going, what the fuck is wrong? What the fuck? His head's all red. But he's laughing. He's fucking laughing already. Apparently, according to the lady today, this is the thing. He put on 40 fucking ounces. or 40, not 40 ounces, 40 grams. They were saying it would be totally acceptable for him to lose 300 grams in the first couple of days. Just a body weight, just shredding down for fighting. Nah, this big motherfucker decides, I'm piling it on, thank you. Fond of the ditty, this boy is. So yeah, I know there's a lot of people probably listening to this going, yeah man, I fucking know this, I've got 4 children. I don't. This is a complete fucking new learning curve. But I was never fucking scared of it. Like, I remember Will Flory asking me, going, are you scared? I'm like, am I scared? I don't think so. Other people have done it. Like, we were all that one time. Every fucking person walking around with fucking a head was that one time. So, it's been done before. It's just kind of, you want to fucking do it right. The last thing I want to do, and I hate cunts. Fuck. That's my biggest fear, is raising a cunt. You look at him like you're in your 70s, he's in his fucking whatever, 40s or whatever, 30s, and you're going, oh, shit, I raised a fucking cunt. But I don't think, if the kid's laughing already, I think we should be okay. We should be alright. I posted a picture, well, it was 5:30 this morning, herself took a picture, because he was just lying on me, it was after a feed or whatever, he was just lying on me, and he just seemed fucking happy as shit. And I don't know, I started just making up some stupid song, as you do with like kids and stuff, about fucking love and tits. And he just seemed to start chuckling. He sounds a bit like Nan. You remember Nan from Catherine Tate? Fucking liberty, you fucking... He does this kind of fucking penguin thing, and he genuinely... she was like, he's fucking smiling at us. He's probably got gas. But he hadn't. He burped like a motherfucker and farted like a motherfucker. So he hadn't gas. He was content. He just started this fucking penguin-style laugh and a big old smiley head. And she took a picture. Lo and behold, he is fucking smiling. So it bodes well for us anyway, that he should be a cheery enough fella. And thank you very much for the many, many hundreds of people that, quite literally, it was fucking... I couldn't have done any bigger show than just put up a picture of this lad. So yeah, thank you very much to the hundreds of people that got in contact. It was very, very nice. I'll keep you updated. Most likely I'm going to be doing, because he's our child, we own him, and we can make as much silly shit as we want with him. So, even I couldn't put the picture up and be soppy about it. I couldn't. Here's my angel, or my heart, and the heart is an emoji. We get it. You like your kid. You love your kid. Of course you do. You'd be a fucking weirdo if you didn't, But the fact that you have to say it, come on, it makes me question that you might be a bit of a dark motherfucker. Of course, there's no need to say it. But that's just me being a bit of a cynical old bollocks. I couldn't help it. I had to write a funny bit of dialogue underneath it, knowing it was way funnier, making him out to be a kind of an old man. Because he does look like a little old Asian man right now. That's the one thing. Nobody said that in any antenatal classes. Your child is going to look like a little old Asian man. And all the time he's going to pull faces like he knows something. Wistful. Like, I swear to God, you just hold him up and he looks at you with this, I know many things. I also have a sister who has a nail bar in Bray. So yeah, I've been kind of slightly leaning towards slightly racist fucking accents. But is it racist? Not really. It's, let's not get too woke. Just doing an accent. People do silly Irish ones all the time. But just trying to do an Asian accent, not pronounce my R, seems to really like that. He seems to really fucking laugh his ass off. He doesn't realise it's me doing an impression of what I think he looks like. He looks like that old... Do you remember in The Golden Child? Do you remember there was one guy that kept on popping up like fucking shafting Eddie Murphy for fucking money? And he had one bigger eye like, give me $5. He was just always shafting for money at every corner. And he was like a different guy all the time. Turns out he was like the fucking head monk or whatever in the end of it. If you can remember that, it's a fairly obscure fucking thing. He also looks a bit like Mr. Miyagi without the moustache. I don't know. People keep on going, oh my God, he looks just like you. I'm like, what? I can't see it. But then I could never see that in children anyway, regardless. And I knew I wouldn't see it in my own child. I didn't know. I can't. Every so often they kind of give a look like, oh, I can kind of see it. But right now he has dark, dark fucking blue eyes. He's got no hair at all. I think our hairlines are going to meet somewhere in the middle around his, maybe age 5 or age 6, because mine is heading in his direction and his is heading in the better direction. God, I hope he gets it. Well, not that I give a fuck about my hair, but at the same time, it'd be handier on him if he got his mother's hair. Because by God, that family have good hair. So, but yeah, I don't. But I meant to actually say back to a few friends like going, he is cuter than fuck. He's absolutely the cutest thing ever. What are you doing with such a cute child? He's the head off you. Now, what kind of meant to this point back? Because even Natasha pointed out, she's like, are your friends telling you that you're kind of cute? In a roundabout way? Yeah. And I like it. Yeah. And you know what? So there'll be more silly shit, because, like I said, he'll get to a point where he will think I'm a dickhead, or he's not into it anymore because he's too cool for school. But while he has no choice in the situation, yes. Have I bought some fucking novelty eyebrows to stick on? Yes, I have. And do we have a couple of wigs on the property that we was putting on him? Yes, we have. Have we already put his grandmother's blonde hair over his head to make him look like Donald Trump? Again, yes, we have. Because that is my fucking prerogative. He is my child. I will do silly shit with him as long as I fucking can. Because, like I said, it will get to a point where he'll go, no, you prick. I'm not going in for this shit anymore. But right now, I'm going to do all the embarrassing things. Like if he learns a song, even when he's like 9, I'm going to make him come out in front of the whole family as we sit there drinking fucking beer and fucking cups of tea and go, do the song. Do the song. Because it'll get to a point where he'll be way too cool for school. So I will be doing a lot of funny shit with the kid. Anyway, thank you very much to everybody. Once again, shout out to the fucking wife. Hats off to Natasha. Holy Jesus. Talk about getting your head in. It's whatever the fuck training she did. If you could apply that to one pinpoint fight moment, that's exactly what it was. It was a fight moment because it was contained over an hour and a half period. So it was the hype to the fight, the actual fight, the walk to the cage, training, all that. It really was relative to the fight, which is interesting because tomorrow I'm talking to a fighter that I'm going to be to this week's podcast. Buckshot. So that's it. Anyway, what other subject? I'm going to get out of here quickly, but I had to do a Ramble Pod for you. What other subject? I wrote down some stuff. Yes. Yeah, baby. What the fuck? Alright, that's it. Let's just fucking knock Brexit on the fucking head. Let's just do this shit. Can we do this shit? Can we just knock it on the fucking head? Because it's just getting embarrassing now at this stage. Our cousins across the water are making a holy fucking show. Like the amount of people that must have voted for it now went, oh, fuck. This was a fucking shit wagon to fucking hitch to. Oh, shit. You're going to have to storm Parliament and just go, we got to have a fucking referendum. We got to have another spin off this thing because this is going to spiral into when you see the motherfucker sitting fucking front fucking row, Rees-Mogg. Rees-Mogg, that's your fucking name. Rees-Mogg sounds like a fucking dose you'd catch off a fucking dirty gate. You know what I mean? Gives you a fucking ringy fucking, like ringworm. It's a certain form of ringworm. This motherfucker's lying back in Parliament on the fucking bench like a cunt. They should have picked up that big old fucking, that big gold sabre thing that's lying up there and just bust him in the nuts with the fucking thing. That's just lying back. That says so much. That's like, I am so fucking above this shit that I'm not even going to sit up fucking straight. Just short of wearing like board shorts and fucking a wife beater into the fucking place. Is gone. But he's, are you fucking joking me, you cunt? And just like I talked about, like some people can, I heard a guy talking about that, what's his name? Johnson was amazing political brain. That's fucking not a great thing. So you know how to lie, cheat and fucking steal. But you're fuck all use in anything else. You've never managed men. You've never managed women. You've never run a company. You've never built anything up. Are you fucking joking me? And this motherfucker lying back on a bench then beside him. Northern Ireland is going down a fucking pan because they're pretending that the fucking place doesn't exist. Like, time to just storm the fucking Parliament and just go, lads, let's go again. Let's fucking go again. Sorry about that, Europe. Sorry about that. That was our fucking... You go out for 5 minutes. You go out for 5 fucking minutes. And this shit, I turn our fucking back on this shit. And all of a sudden you fuckers are in here. And now the fruits of labour are right there. Right at the beginning, you could see how people were caught it. You that fucking big snarly post fucking prick that would definitely rob your pint. What's his name? Farage. You know what I mean? And he rallying up all the old fucking racists and all the fucking people who just thought it would be better for Britain to just be Britain. And you're like, okay, but he did tell him a pack of fucking lies, so fair enough. All right, you were fucking a little bit short-sighted to do it, but okay, I see it. And now all of a sudden, it's come to the fore. What was really going to happen? That the other people saw. You've got a guy called Reese's fucking Moggs, like, you know, lying back on the bench at the fucking, like, this shit is going to be fucking the moments in history. This is going to be a documentary on Netflix in 20 years about this shit. And that'll be a point where they go, it'll be like that Vietnam War thing that Ken what's his name did. Where it's just, and this was the point that we knew we were fucked. When one of the head boys next to the fucking goofiest looking, you know, a guy who can't even fucking brush his hair to walk in on the job. The other motherfucker's just lying back scratching his fucking nuts with one finger up his hole. In the most important fucking political building in Britain. And they're like, yeah, the fuck. Do you know? Cut the shit, that's it. Just fucking knock it on the head, it's done. It's fucking done. Tell you who's done. I'm done. Do you know what? Like, Electric Picnic was on this weekend. It's a fun festival to do. By all accounts. A couple of people enjoyed the comedy tent and all the rest of it. I obviously wasn't going to do it at all because the child was due. Did you enjoy Electric Picnic? It's the same old ding dong every year. You know what I mean? There isn't... I mean, it's a collection of people and a lot of the same shiny things that are there every year. You know, a lot of food, a lot of people thinking... Like, it's just a culture in itself. I can't extract from it the crack. But then, most of those people wouldn't stand in their backyard in the snow with no shirt on barbecuing, you know, while polishing a fucking shotgun. That to me is fucking heaven. Drinking fucking beers. You know, but then I'm a fucking weirdo, you know. There's no denying it. I just said that out straight with an attempt to sound funny, but I have done that, and I really fucking enjoy that. So, yeah. People fucking with festival tags. Fucking saw there was 2 guys in the shop this morning. They're like, festival tags. And there's like 8 of them on your fucking arm. You're like, dude, you need to bang a fucking woman quickly so you can cut them fucking things off and cut this shit. What are you fucking doing? What the fuck are you doing wearing smelly old fucking festival tags? They're tags. They're fucking tags. It's the equivalent of not washing off the fucking stamp from fucking coppers the night before. Get your fucking shit together. You look like a fucking... What? This is 2 lads working in the shop. I'm like, come on, lads. Get it together. Nobody gives a fuck. They're not cool. You know, go get something that's actually meant to be on your fucking wrist. It's... they just give me a fucking dose. Grimy fucking yokes. Ugh. Poor old Devon Toner. Huh? But we had a good showing of ourselves. I was chatting with Andy, friend of the podcast, Andy Dunn, the week before last, and it was not a good showing against fucking England. Heavy lead, according to Ja. They were heavy lead. I'd hate to be fucking heavy legged. I've been heavy legged, but heavy legged. But yeah, poor old Dev Toner cut 33. Bad ankles, just got a job done on his fucking knee. People are shocked that he isn't going. You're like, I get it, but at the same time, what if he gets blown out in the first fucking match? You know what I mean? And they're watching training for the last 2 months. That's what nobody seems to understand. They're watching fucking training for the last 2 months. If you're not up and hitting the numbers, because they are measuring every fucking moment. If you're not hitting them numbers, you're fucking out the door. And there's only 31 spots, and you need a fella like fucking Sean Klein who's 26. And people are bitch moaning, complaining, going, oh my god, but it's foreign. So is fucking CJ Stander. So is fucking Isaac Boss when he was playing. So is fucking Rickard Strauss. So will James Lowe when he comes playing next year. So is fucking Oh, fucking hell. Kieran Marmion isn't from Ireland. Well, right enough, well, he's not fucking going. And Bundy Aki, he sure as shit isn't from fucking Connemara, you know? So get with the fucking programme. Look at England. Joe Cockanazinga on the fucking wing. Nobody's giving out about that. Manu Tuilagi in the fucking centre. The two Vinopola brothers. I mean, they're in England since they're about 17 or 18, I think. But, you know, let's give it the fucking programme, like. It's relax. You're not going into it to fucking be nice to people. You're going into it to try and win the fucking thing. So you bring the best players you can. Trust the fucking coach, will you? Relax, everybody. See people bitch moan. I've been kind of getting back on Twitter a small bit just because I like to watch a row. I didn't realise Twitter was just like retweets and putting shit up on. I never really read much into it. But I've been reading every so often. The last couple of weeks I've been kind of going, fuck it, I kind of like to watch Twitter because this fucking war just unfolds of these keyboard warriors. Nobody would ever fucking fight in a fucking month of Sundays. That's why I find it funny. It's like a bunch of bitches just slapping each other across the fucking face. Going, Talaganakaya. And you're like, no, you're not. But I get a kick out of Twitter. If you do want to follow me on any of the usual platforms, of course, go. Tom O'Mahony Comedy will find it pretty much anywhere, bar Chatty Snaps, which is Tom Bear O'Mahony. I will reply at some stage. Typically, I get around to it. If you want long form, you want to send me something long form, do. Send it on to the old podcast. You can go through the website, tomomahony.com, or just buckshotpodcast@gmail.com. Whatever the fuck you want, lads. Do. If you get tickets like fucking Legendary Shane did, send me a screen grab of it. If you're fucking listen to the podcast, send me a fucking screen grab of it. Make sure and subscribe. Don't just be listening live to the fucking thing, because it'll pop into your ear at least twice weekly. And don't forget to fucking rate it a good, juicy 5-star. And leave us some nice words. If you want to write some words, leave us some fucking cool words there. All this shit helps other people find it. Helping other people find it means more chances of people have decided to donate to it, i.e. through the Patreon. And if you do want to sling a couple of dollars to the Patreon, do. It helps. It all helps the fucking thing. Makes it a bit more of a legit podcast so I can fucking sidestep other silly jobs so I can just do the podcast for you people. There is, of course, the Tea Republic shop. Give it a gander. It'll all be down in the show notes at the bottom of this. If you scroll down on whatever fucking app you're listening to, you'll fucking find it, lads. Like I said, I'm recording tomorrow. Tomodcast. That's what I should have fucking named it. I should have called it the Tomodcast. That would have been really good. Although it's a fucking stupid sounding word. But it is Tom O'Mahony podcast. Tomodcast. I kind of like it. That'll be today's fucking... Well, no, today's title will be Hello, Baby. Right, as I said, tomorrow I'm recording a buckshot, so I will have a buckshot in the can for you come Friday. Go on away. Enjoy the rest of the week, gang. I'll talk to you again on Friday.